Apologize for all the back and forth, but it involved bandwidth and snow and whatever, because I couldn't run this without these two people. So thank you for your patience and appearance. I'd like to stand for the pledge. I call this to order. Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty for all.
Justice for all.
And George is going to call the roll. I think
Sure. Mr. McKinney,
here.
Mr. Durkee,
Here,
Mr. Clavette,
here.
Mr. Arai,
Here.
Ms. Waldron. Here. Mr. Naito. Nope. Mr. Bowman. Nope. Mr. Gussenberg,
Here.
Mr. Rubentat.
Okay, we have a quorum of how many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Anyone from the public wishing to address? Seeing none, hearing none. General correspondence, have none available. Looking for approval of the minutes, Exhibit A, November 18th. Someone make that motion.
Motion to approve the minutes.
Made by
Wow.
Mr. Durkee.
Yes.
Is there a second?
I'll
Second,
second.
Rich seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any nays?
I'm abstaining since I wasn't at the meeting.
One abstention. You say 6?
Yeah, so you're 5 and 1.
5 affirmative, 1 abstention. Minutes pass.
That's awesome.
Monthly financial statement, any questions?
let me just, you want to do this, this one, the county court? Okay, so we can share this.
Should be in the package. No one
Yeah.
there. Anybody have any questions on that? Okay, moving
No,
on.
no questions for me.
All right, looking for a motion to approve the consent calendar.
Motion to approve the consent calendar.
Okay,
Second.
Rich made it. Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Durkee, second. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous? Mr. Clavette, utility tunnel improvement, any update?
Yeah, no updates. We're still waiting for the annual inspection. I think the last meeting I had mentioned that I notified them and I still haven't gotten anything. Did they, hey, George, do you know if they invoiced us for this?
I don't recall, Rich. We'll check, but I know the deal was we weren't going to pay them until we got the report.
Well, I'll send them tomorrow when I'm in the office tomorrow afternoon, I'll send them a Christmas card reminder.
Yeah,
But that's all I got on that. We're still
Okay.
waiting for that report.
Okay, Mr. Arai, ADA interior code compliance?
I'm gonna pass that one off to Mr. Clavette since I missed the meeting and he was there. Sorry, Rich.
Oh, I wasn't there. I was a no-show. No, I think you got council approved the change order for Silver and Petroselli for the rebid. And we passed that as a subcommittee. Is that right, George?
Yeah, that should actually be, yeah,
Subcommittee,
that's not the council, that's just the PBC.
right.
Right.
So is it the PBC in its entirety?
Yes, you guys approved that
Okay.
last meeting.
Yeah, we approved that at either the last meeting or the second to last meeting.
Okay, very good. And then, so I think the PO was issued to Silver and Petroselli, and the package is being prepared for a January bid. I believe, I think they were just waiting, unless they got confirmation on the published date for the bid package. But all in all, we're ready to send that out to the street.
Thank you. Anybody have any questions? Okay. Cafeteria renovations, Highland loading dock.
Yeah, I think we're close to 100% on that.
You've
Go
got a
ahead.
closeout document. I think we saw a closeout document here.
Yeah,
Yes.
but the final action is actually closeout of the building permit and the final CO. And that was being held up by me in as much as we had to close up the ceiling. That was completed this week. So I'll have the fire marshal check that out next week, and we should be good with that. That'll be 100% done.
Okay, I am going to direct George with, unless there's an objection from anyone here, on the closeout document to change its format in that it's,
Hold on.
It's what?
just, we're trying to technically get to show it on the screen.
Hmm.
It's this document.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
They all
Okay.
got it.
They all have it? Okay.
Yeah, so here's the situation. According to our bylaws, it goes to the council, not to the town manager. So I'm going to ask that it be mailed or directed to the council with a copy to the town manager, which is more clerical than anything else, but the proper way to do it. As I said, I just direct it unless there's anybody that wants to discuss it further.
I thought that was already happening.
It says it goes to the town manager. Our bylaw says it goes to the council. We work for the council. We report to the council. Technically, we don't report to the town manager. We send them a copy because then, but just format.
Yep, okay.
Any other discussion? All right, then that's how we're doing it. School secure,
Can you ask for a motion to approve this, Mr. Chairman?
the document.
Yeah, if there's any other edits or.
All right,
anybody
if
wants-
you, hopefully you've had a chance to read the draft of the closeout. If not, it's a one and a half page document. Please take a look at it. And we'd like a motion to approve that this document be forwarded to the town council. Is someone gonna
Okay, I'd
make
like
that
to make that.
motion, please?
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the closeout document and make it final.
Second.
There's a second. Rich, second discussion. Karen, did you have a question or anyone?
I actually had a question about the document.
Sure.
So should we have mentioned anything about the sprinkler issues on this document, or is that not important to this?
In the narrative, it talks a little bit about the sprinklers, but we didn't, when we put it together, we didn't address all the changes because it was through the old fire marshal who's not here anymore, so it's more of a higher level summary, I would say, but the PBC can certainly edit it to their heart's desire.
You
Did you want to add something to it, Dave? And if so, can you word it the way you want it?
I don't know that I want to add it. I just wasn't sure if we should be mentioning it.
Yeah,
There's
really,
there's
it's-
3 lines in there for the CO, so it shows those roughly
Well,
$9,000.
Yeah, I'm guessing somebody's gonna ask, why did
Well,
it go over? And that's how it's
I
gonna
mean,
come
Rich,
out.
are you looking for language that indicates that there was an issue with the sprinklers? That where you're going with this?
Under suggestions for improvement on the second page, underneath the spreadsheet, the last sentence, we just put in, the desire to hire an architect well in advance so that the building code and fire code compliance can be addressed during the design. That was just a kind of a lesson learned, if you will.
I'm not sure what that means. I'm trying to understand it.
Dave, did you want to make an addition to this document?
I'm trying to think about that. And I'm not exactly sure how I would word it, but it just struck me as odd that, we had a lot of discussions about the sprinkler system in
Well,
meetings.
I mean,
to-
we
to
had-
kinda-
You can always table it.
I would
too.
say-
Yeah.
We had a motion made and seconded. You could make a motion to table. And we can table it till next month and then give us an opportunity to resolve those issues. You just
Well,
call George and he'll word it in there.
I think it was a major issue that there ought to be addressed in the document.
Yeah,
Here's my back on what happened here. It basically, the architect did sit down and I was with him, with the fire marshal and building official. They reviewed this whole drawing. No sprinklers was ever mentioned by them. I mean, that's a big one to me, that the architect did his diligence. The committee did their diligence on this, and yet they changed their mind after the fact, after they gave the permit. And they reviewed the drawings with that, no sprinklers on the drawing, and still issued a permit. So if you want to try to put something language like that in there, I don't know.
All right, I'm going to suggest that we table it till next month. And that if you have suggestions, forward them to George. He'll try to incorporate them into this document and we'll take it up again. There's no reason we can't do it that way, but that's my suggestion.
yeah, I'd like to make a motion to table this until January.
Okay, is there a second?
Yeah, I'll second that.
Okay. No further discussion then. All in favor of tabling for a month, say aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Opposed? Abstention? I'm gonna guess it's unanimous.
Just for the record, Ann put this together, so I just want everybody to know that.
Nice.
Throw her under the bus.
Troublemaker.
You're awful.
Okay. Anybody want to talk about school security improvements? That
No.
we're gonna rebid in January? We
Yeah,
I don't
that's,
think we really-
that is on track.
Okay,
Rich,
So,
are we gonna have a subcommittee meeting on that before we rebid? Should we do that? Like,
Four.
why? What do we need one for?
I don't know if we need one.
I mean,
Okay.
if you want to have a subcommittee meeting to review the scope, we could certainly do that. I mean, right now, Silver and Petroselli, they're gonna obviously change, update all the dates in the bid package. We also have to resubmit. I don't know if they have
This
to
is prior.
resubmit
This is-
the,
This is Fryer, not Silver, right?
Yeah,
am I thinking of the right project here?
I think
Oh,
this
this
is
is
Fryer.
Fryer.
yeah,
This is Friday.
yeah.
Right, are the,
Yeah, so all we need to do is re-date everything.
okay, yeah, I don't know if we needed to talk about, if the invitation to bid is all written and ready to go.
Well, we certainly can review it if you want to do that.
Yeah, I think that's worth doing.
And why don't we do it right after the first of the year?
Okay,
Yeah, it'll be after the first of the year. I'll set something up.
okay.
Okay.
thank you.
All right, ready to move on? Parks
Yep.
bathroom upgrade. Anybody?
I can give you a quick update. I went to the P and Z meeting that received approval on December 2nd. And Jan Wojcik and company are finalizing the design. So we'll try to go to bid with that either in January or February, once the design,
Plan on a spring groundbreaking?
hopefully, that would be the idea.
Okay. Any other questions on it?
Used in that precast system that we talked about.
Yeah, correct. A precast bathroom building, hopefully.
It's kind of like, yeah,
The septic tank system is.
Nice.
but improved, updated septic tank.
There you go.
Nicely furnished septic tank.
Okay,
It's painted on the inside.
the district-wide lab, the Doolittle lab. Rich?
Yeah, we did have a subcommittee meeting a few weeks ago. And the purpose was to review, I don't know if there was wires crossed on the meeting, but it was lightly attended. But nonetheless, we reviewed the concern with the principal, Amy O'Brien, regarding, boys and girls running through the centralized hallway. We reviewed the document with the architect. In order to add a door to say to the boys' room, in order to make it completely separate entrances, would have involved reducing the number of fixtures in a school that is already under the limit for fixture requirement, under the code requirement for bathroom fixtures based on population. So we came up with an idea of signage and then also adding, I think the principal was more worried about the hallway being used as an alcove for hiding out than she was for boys and girls traversing the same space. So we proposed a couple different signage solutions. One of them using graphics, things of that nature, so they didn't get confused. She was okay with that. The Board of Ed is going to add a camera to that alcove, or at least to shoot it at the alcove, so she doesn't have to worry about kids hiding out. But with those items addressed, she was okay with the final design, and we authorized the architect to proceed with that.
I gotta tell you, I can understand there's no solution, but I'm just afraid. I mean, I just can't believe we couldn't have put something at the other end, the boys on
Well, we
one side.
can.
Pardon?
Well, we can, but the decision was made with those in attendance that it was better to leave it as is, gain the extra fixtures, which were already, under, and, go that way.
Yeah. Okay,
And I mean, even get into the cost of redesign. So that would have been an additional cost as well.
Okay.
So the
Anybody else
principal was
wanna
okay.
further just,
Well-
detail on that?
Yeah, the school was, the Board of Ed is okay with the design as presented.
Okay. Cafeteria renovations to the next project. Anybody pick it up?
I actually, we're waiting on trying to get that out. We should probably schedule a meeting on that to do a final with the architect. So how are we gonna do that nowadays? That's a good question. So that was one of the things I was thinking about, we
How can we do, can we do in a private residence or like a library
Yeah.
room?
It's gotta be a
You just
public
set up a
space.
Zoom meeting just like this.
Library?
But you can, as long as the schools are okay with it, for a subcommittee meeting, I got the okay, you can meet on site. So
Yeah, we
if
can
it's
do
a
that.
small meeting like that.
You know,
you know,
I mean, you can't see the drawings when you do that meeting though, with the Zoom. That's the problem with this whole thing. So I mean,
Okay.
the way we did the meeting with the architect for the PD, he had presented up on a screen that the police put up, a pretty good sized screen that we could see things. We could see him in the corner. He did a presentation of us. I think we need to do that. I don't know how else, I don't know how we can do it on a Zoom. That's kind of confusing to me. And you can be able to see things,
How many are
would
gonna
like to
be
do
at a
that on
subcommittee?
site So we can actually be there and see, I mean, I've walked through, but I'd like him to walk us through what his plans are.
Right. There was that whole issue with, the access to that freezer part and I think that I still don't think we have, Rich, you gotta check on this. Did Madeline
She has
review?
not. No, I talked to her the other day about it. She has not had the chance. She's busy with
Okay.
trying to feed the world lately. So
So that's what's
he's
holding
gonna
us
have
up.
to
is
try to
that-
plot ahead without her input. Otherwise, I'll try to handhold her after the holidays to do that. But I talked to her the other day about it, and she has not had a chance.
Yeah, well, that's kind of holding him up for final design. He'll finish
You
it
wanna
up.
Do it this summer, you don't wanna bid it by February at the latest, right? I would say.
No,
Right,
I
so
don't want to.
Can I suggest right after the holidays, we try to, if we're gonna do it in the summer, we gotta get on it early January. to get-
I want to bid in January. Yeah, if we can,
Yeah.
January, February max,
I mean, I don't care if people wanna do it after Christmas, 2 days before, or right after the holidays. But if we wanna go forward with this for the summer, it's gotta come together like now.
How complete are the plans at the moment? I mean, all I've seen are the sketches, but are there complete plans out there ready to go out to bid?
I will get from him a plans to date with details, and I'll have them distributed through Ann, all right?
Because I
I'll
would
do
hope
that.
we could meet, we might make some minor suggestions or additions, and then it's ready to go.
I mean, I would also suggest that maybe set up a subcommittee meeting with him, and then I can drag Madeline, and she can answer the questions in real time instead of trying to have her look over a set of drawings.
I think that'd be good.
Yeah, that would work because a lot of people don't understand drawing.
Yep.
Right, exactly. You gotta walk them
You
through it.
gotta do it.
Are we trying to do something at the school during break? Is that what you're thinking?
I think.
Well, we're there the 28th, 29th, and 30th,
So, of
December.
December?
Yep. After that, we return January 2nd so far.
All right, so let me see if I can get him to do something.
Get
for
everything
those
worked
dates,
out
right?
at the end of
Is this a
December.
reimbursable project? Are we going through
We'll
this?
handle it a real quick meeting. in
It is
January.
not, it's capital. It's a
One
straight,
item, special meeting.
Okay.
Does not go to state. No. All right,
Okay,
so
I'm
I'll work
going-
on that.
I'm gonna say, if you can work it out in December, like you're talking,
yeah,
if
that'll be,
we're ready, I
Yeah,
will
I'll try.
call a
Yeah,
special
that'll be it.
meeting,
Yep.
one item to deal with this so that we can get it to the council in January. Because if we don't get it to the council till February, it's
Too
gonna
late.
be really hard to get it bid and ready for the summer. And if it can't happen, it can't happen, but at least, we'll have given our best effort. So keep me posted. I will be at the subcommittee in any way, if I can help, I will call a special meeting. One item like this kind of a meeting if we need to, but, anyway, okay to move forward?
I'll check, I'll do it. I'll work on it. Okay.
That
Ugh.
lost my place.
You're on H.
Locker room HVAC at the police station, Steve?
Yeah, I got an update yesterday, talked to the architect. Basically, they're done with design development drawings, almost complete, almost there. He expects a final design to be done end of January. So I want to schedule something at the end of January for a final subcommittee review and
See
how
if
we
you
do it or
can
whatever.
Get
Right.
it to be middle January. I mean, I know you can want what you want, but if we prove it in January, then it goes to the council in February. I know it doesn't have to be a summer project,
Yeah.
but it's just better to
They're not
not be
gonna,
bidding stuff in March, April.
there's no way they're gonna finish these drawings by the middle of January. It's too complicated. project.
I'm pushing them on the end of
Can't hear
January.
you. Can you be a little louder? Dave,
There's
I
no
pushed
way
them
they're
on the
gonna
end
be
of
able to
January.
finish CDs by middle of January if they're just wrapping up DD now. I mean,
Okay.
you lose a week for the holidays. That gives them basically 2 weeks to complete the project. It's not enough time to do it. right.
okay.
Steve, can I get a copy of the
There's a lot of
DD?
MEPs to be done on this thing, so we gotta get, they're started, the MEPs have started, the structural engineer has started. They got design on the steel. It's just that getting that MEP is probably gonna have to crack the whip on them.
Can I get a set of the DDs?
Yes, yeah, I'll ask for reset.
Yeah, I just need a PDF copy. I don't need a physical copy.
Okay. PDFs, okay.
I had one coming.
Sure, George?
For the members of the subcommittee, and I guess Steve is the chair, I got an email from Jakunski Humes about water infiltration into the building. I don't know if you were copied. It was a fairly long
No,
email,
not.
but there's an issue with some water infiltration on the south side of the building.
It's actually
coming
in the mechanic, it's in the mechanical room. I actually know about it.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure what they need to do with it. I think he was talking about trying to do the foundation. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I guess there's just some infiltration through masonry joints and, different things that are in there, but I just wanted to be sure we were gonna cover that in their design.
There was
I hadn't had a chance to reach out to them. But I
think there was
didn't
a
want to
talk
cross
about it.
paths if
Yeah, I
you're
think there was a
talking
talk
about
about a sump pump at one point there and getting some drainage around. And the concern was to not have, because that's right next door to the new locker room. And
Correct.
whether, yeah, let me ask that question again. I do remember that. I do remember they were gonna talking about putting a sump in or something along that back
You got
wall.
gravity, don't you?
Yeah, I think it's an issue with just, water perking in there and you can, whether we dig down on the outside, you've got to point up some stuff there for sure. And
Yeah,
then-
that's, in that area, it's kind of a high water table.
Right, correct.
Is this the little mechanical room that's off the weight area?
Yeah, if you go straight through to the back mechanical room, the back wall is where it comes in.
Okay.
Next to the men's locker room.
Yeah, but it's actually where the fresh air intake is too. And so that was a question. I'm trying to think if that was above grade or not. I don't remember now. I think it
Yeah.
was not above grade and they ducted it to above grade.
Yeah, I thought it
might
was,
be-
there was an area way.
Yeah, there's something over there. Let's take a look at that. I'll ask the question. We looked at it. Other than that, we'll push the January. I mean, like David said, it's pretty hard to push them harder than that for, this kind of year.
Diane have something?
No, I'm good.
Can't hear.
I'm good.
And again, we'll get the subcommittee together. We'll do a final on it. I think that's before we bring it back to the PDC for approval. All right.
All right. HVAC High School Rich.
Yeah, we have a subcommittee meeting scheduled for January 13th. So everyone was invited. That's on the subcommittee. Steve, you haven't responded yet.
You didn't get the invite, but I'm putting it on my calendar right now.
Yep.
What time?
January 13th, 3 to 4 p.m. I'm debating whether it's gonna be a
Oh, yeah,
Google
I've got
Meet.
it. I
or
do
like
have it.
we would at the high school.
Yeah, I have it down as a Zoom meeting. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a
Or-
Google Meet actually, but I might have that one at the high school.
Okay. Yeah,
We'll
let me
see
know.
where we're at.
We have to post it.
Yeah.
So there was all kinds of documentation that I had included in that invite, so they were attached in the form of attached files, which included the school layout and a proposal for the DDC conversion, two proposals for DDC conversion and a couple of sketches. So hopefully everybody got that.
I don't remember seeing that, but I'll go looking
Yeah,
again.
I don't remember it either.
I got it on my calendar,
As
but
an
I don't remember
attachment.
seeing any attachments. But I'll go.
Yeah, it's in the,
double check.
if you got the invite, it's an attachment within the invite. And if you didn't, let me know. I'll send an email direct.
Why don't we resend it anyways? Because I don't remember it either. I remember seeing
How
something.
do you want it, Steve? By carrier pigeon?
Yeah. Email again.
Yeah,
Very
I'll
nice, guys.
I'll email it to the group direct.
Okay.
That's all I got on that.
That's just a
Okay.
read forward, right? Not a lot of work, right?
You got back to old business?
Any other
Rich, I
old
just
business?
checked.
Old business, if you got something, bring it up now.
No, I was just gonna say to Rich Clavitt, I just checked it. I do have it. It's attached.
Okay.
I just
Yeah, I'll
didn't.
I'll
scroll down
resend
far enough to
everybody
see it.
just as to cover.
I'm
Okay,
looking, you didn't find it yet.
how do you want to verify subcommittee assignment?
That was just a placeholder. We've had some questions about who's on what subcommittee, so.
So send it out, what you believe, and then we'll make changes.
Okay,
Okay.
we have them on the agenda, so every subcommittee has the members on the agenda. And we just wanted to be sure if anybody's missing or they think they should be on a subcommittee, we wanted to.
Well, you're
Make sure we had
missing,
it
yeah.
correct.
I mean, Diane, I think Diane volunteered for a couple. Oh, yeah, she's here for the locker room.
Yeah,
Don
Diane's on the
Nigel.
PD.
Yeah, I would
Yes.
do, I would do any of the school ones too that you might need somebody on as well.
Yeah. Don Nido is on HVAC improvements,
Yeah, good. He wanted to be on something.
and he's also on the district-wide lavatory improvements as well.
Okay.
Nice way to break in, be on the bathroom committee.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. Hey,
I'm here.
And Diane said she'd like to be on another school committee. I only
Diane,
have
do you
her
have
for,
a school committee that particular you'd like to be on? Because
If there's one that.
we're
you
always
rather have-
welcome to any committee, subcommittee.
I volunteered Diane for the Cheshire High School ADA interior code compliance.
Gee, thanks.
Well, we need somebody we need a financial person on that one, because yeah, it just doesn't include the scope that we're trying to accomplish. It's a multi-year project.
Anything that
You
you,
don't want to, you could say no.
nope, I'm good.
No problem.
You need somebody on that anyway.
Yeah, we do. We do need somebody on that.
And Mr. Naito is going to be on HVAC improvements at Cheshire High School?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, district-wide lavatories at Doolittle,
And
HVAC improvements at the high school.
Sounds good.
Okay, are we done? Then if you're okay to end this, so am I. Looking for a motion to adjourn.
at 5:31 PM.
So moved.
Second,
Second,
By Rich, seconded by,
here, second.
okay, seconded by Don. All in favor, raise your right hand. Unanimous. Thank you very much for your time and patience
All right. Good meeting.
Have a happy
Everybody,
holiday.
good holiday.
and a happy holiday.
Everybody